soldier.
Trending now.
It's the bomb, yo. Wake up and don't sleep on a bicycle.
Next.
This is Eagles Morning Rise, where you get inspired, updated, talk sports, and discuss topical national issues. All served hot, like coffee.
Yummy.
This is gonna be the best day of my life.
Eagles Morning Rise with
Natural Prince.
6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Every weekday on your number one radio experience.
You can count on
Eagles 102.3 FM.
Good morning and thank you so much for leaving your dials locked on your radio experience. You can count on Eagles 102.3. It's good to have you join us this morning as we review the dailies together as we do every single weekday at this time. We begin this morning with Leadership Newspaper and the interesting headlines here. You want to respond to any of them, feel free to jump in with your 2 cents. Call 090-7353-0044 or 090-8766-8888. Send a message to 090-9705-4450. And my name is Ihianacho Prince, and let's look at the stories from Leadership now. Federal government may seek judicial intervention in fresh Electoral Act crisis. Malami. And now it seems obvious who's concerned about, Clause 84 in the new Electoral Act. Federal government may seek judicial intervention in fresh Electoral Act crisis. Malami. Let's look at that quickly. And the story reads, Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Abu Malam Abubakar Malami, has listed judicial intervention as one of the options the federal government is weighing in resolving the impasse arising from the Senate's rejection of the request of President Muhammadu Buhari on the new Electoral Act 2022. The Senate had rejected Buhari's request to further amend the Electoral Act 2022 by deleting Section 84, Sub 12 from it. Now let's move on to more headlines from Leadership. Buhari to APC governors allow Buni complete his task as at National Convention. Buhari to APC governors allow Buni complete his task at National Convention. Still there, help me achieve my lifetime ambition, Tinubu begs APC lawmakers. Interesting times we're living. Help me achieve my lifetime ambition, Tinubu begs APC. I thought it was supposed to be help me make Nigeria better. Or help me, I don't know, fix Nigeria. Well, one person's ambition be placed above national interest. There's several questions running through my mind. But anyway, who am I? Help me achieve my lifetime ambition, Tinubu begs APC lawmakers. Let's see that. Okay, presidential aspirant and leader of the All Progressives Congress, Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu, has called on the party's lawmakers in the National Assembly to consider his lifetime ambition and his unusual capacity and support his presidential ambition. Tinubu, who was earlier denied entrance to the National Assembly complex through one of the gates by women protesting the non-passage of the bills, said women's rights must be protected. Well, interesting days ahead. Well, when it seems like your allies abandon you, it's not a good thing. It reduces you to begging. Anyway, amended bill, banks to report 5 million naira transaction in writing to EFCC. Amended bill, bags to report 5 million naira transaction in writing to EFCC. Wow. 5 million. Is that so much? Collective effort it will tackle building collapse in Lagos, says expert. Still there within the leadership newspaper. APC Council's emergency NEC meeting. APC Council's emergency NEC meeting. NJC warns 2 judges, recommends 15 for elevation. NJC warns 2 judges, recommends 15 for elevation. UK debunks report of suspension of student and work family visas for Nigerians. UK debunks reports of suspension of student, work, family visas for Nigerians. Okay, seems like they're not stopping you from moving or leaving the country. Stop infighting. Mobilize for 2023 general elections. Group tells PDP leaders. Jump in now. If any of these headlines tickle your interest, you know what to do. Call 090 73 53 0044 and 090 87 66 8888. Send a message to 090 97 05 4450. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, the Prince of the Airways.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. McAnthony, is that you? It's good to have you.
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm very well. It's been a while.
It's been a while, though.
Yes, so where have you been? How did you travel?
At a point, I had to pause.
Oh, sometimes you need to pause and reset, and just before you pick up again. It's good.
I can barely hear you, though.
Go ahead, McAnthony, I can hear you.
The Prince.
Yes, sir.
Our leaders are self-centered. Our leaders are greedy. And our leaders don't care about us. Just look at Tinubu, what you just read this morning. It is begging the APC to help him achieve his ambition so that he will impoverish us the more. Instead of thinking how to better Nigeria, how to make Nigeria a better place to live in. Oh my God. I have been praying that whoever is coming to do worse than what we are facing today, they will never see the light of day. That is me. We have been suffering for fears now for close to 2 months. Go to the filling station, queue for hours just to get fuel. And someone is telling us that he wants to become the president. And our president is busy somewhere enjoying himself. Nigerians are here suffering. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
God bless Nigeria. Thank you so much for calling, McAnthony. It's good to have you here. Get on the phones now and respond to any headline that tickles you from leadership newspaper 090 73 53 0044 and 090 87 66 8888. Now let's go on to this day newspaper. Before we go to this day, another caller's here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How was your night?
I'm very well. Who am I on to?
My name is Jibrin.
Jibrin.
I'm calling from Niger State.
Jibrin from Niger. Is it your first time calling?
Yes.
Oh, we'd love to have first timers. Good to have you. Hello? Hello, Jibrin, go ahead, let's hear you. Okay, seems like the network did you in. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, seems like we're having a messy one this morning, but we can give up. Moving on. This day newspaper, power outage, fuel scarcity, president apologizes to Nigerians. Wow, interesting. Love this. Great stuff. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Priscilla Cho.
Good morning, UD.
How was your night, my brother?
It was good. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Just want to tell Tinubu he should calm down, that nobody will vote for him. He's overdue for that position. That's my suggestion today.
You are not everybody.
Nobody will vote for him.
You are not everybody.
Yes.
There are people who are in his camp.
I'm not everybody, Prince, but please, I'm very sorry for that. Nobody will vote for him. We need a young, fresh blood.
I'm sure there are people who would vote for him.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you
my
so
brother.
much, UD. Thank you very much for calling. Well, it's always better to speak for yourself. You can say, oh, I will not vote. But you can say nobody will vote, because I know a lot of people who will vote, who would support the man and, in his ambition and help him achieve his lifetime ambition. Power outage, fuel scarcity, president apologizes to Nigerians. I like that headline. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Zion.
Good morning, Zion Prince.
Hello to all this platform. My experience this morning is Tinubu as a joker card in this electoral contest, especially for the APC ticket. Like they have spoken out, he is not having it easy because there are backstabbers. But I tell you, the Tinubu I know. I'm not his fan. I'm not supporting any political candidate now for any election. And I know there are other parties too, another candidates from other parties. But Tinubu as a joker. I knew him when I was the Alliance for Democracy legal advisor in Delta State. I have not been his fan. But I took note of the fact that as the only Alliance for Democracy governor, even in the whole Southwest, he groomed some people. He as a governor, he appointed some governors, people from other states, made them commissioners, just for the sake of grooming them. He groomed them from Ogun State, Oyo State, Ondo, Osho, and so on and so forth. I know what happened. Those who he groomed as commissioners, he sent them to the various states to contest against PDP, and they all sank PDP. And AAD took over the whole of Southwest. So Obasanjo lost his own ward, lost his own unit, and lost his own state. And Obasanjo is a sitting president. So anybody who is writing up Tinubu, I'm not supporting him, but I'm telling you what I know of him. I'm no longer interested in. I've become apolitical because of my not see for political trends today. But I'm watching another man. Without even if Sibajo becomes the candidate of APC, without Tinubu, he will lose the Southwest ticket or something. So they need to work together. I'm even surprised that Tinubu, Sibajo is in this, because Tinubu made him a commissioner in Lagos State, appointed him as vice president, and he knew that this man fought military to stand him. He went to prison as an adequate system for the purpose of this long time ambition. Anybody is free to contest. Everybody is elected, has a right to contest, but people do not write up that man. As for the president's apology, Nigerians deserve more than an apology. He has been there for almost 7 years, going to the 8th year. We have not had it under his reign. We need more than apology. He has about a year to still make amends so that Nigerians can smile. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling, Zion Prince. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. The Prince of Ego.
Good morning, Saminu. I'm glad you're here.
Prince Enacho. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. There is a way you pronounce your name, but I think I'll begin to learn.
It's okay.
How are you? I hope you had a good night.
I did. Thank you so much for asking.
Yes, as you said, I think I want to go with you that if anybody's talking, talk for himself, not for everybody. I think that is a better way. So whatever I'm going to say is my own personal opinion. It's my own suggestion. Apology from Mr. President, I think it's a good one, but at the same time, he should take a drastic action to find out what are the source of the problems we are facing. Sometimes, if you remember, I say Nigeria is too rich to be poor and too poor to be rich. I think the Nigerian, as somebody said, deserve more than apology, should go and find out a thorough investigation, the power issue, the fuel issue, the kidnapping or what have you. And at the same time, on the other hand, as I've always said, I want to call on all Nigerians, let's come together. Let's go and kneel down before the Almighty God, because there is nothing God cannot do for us to get so that this situation we're facing will come to an end once and for all. On Tinubu, there's no need for him to beg if he should go through the normal process. And I want to also say that we need to pray to Almighty God until, as you one time said, until we begin to look at ourselves as Nigerians, not a Northerner, not a Christian or Muslim, and remove sentiment and all ramification. That is what I believe that we're going to move forward. And I know that I've always said we have internal and external enemies of this country. And by the grace of Almighty God, they will never succeed. We will get there by the grace of God. May God continue to bless you, bless your wonderful station. Nigeria is a blessed country, and may God continue to bless you. Have a lovely Thursday, my brother.
Thank you so much. God bless you, Saminu. Appreciate you calling in. Keep the calls coming, 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Bring in this caller. Hello, good morning.
Yes, hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Jeffrey.
Japheth, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Very much. This is blackout. I'm telling you, this is total blackout. Very much. With all these people came to power, they made a promise to us. We hold them responsible for their promises. One day, Fashola told us that in 6 months' time, in 6 months, they're going to fix the electric system. Very much. We are seeing worse than that. Secondly, the president is the minister of petroleum. These people should resign their position with immediate effect. Apologies are not accepted. They should resign their position and apologize to us. Now, in fairness, we'll come to talk of 2023. Not only Tinubu, I saw the video of Atiku Abubakar pleading with PDP governors, pleading with them to give him one chance. It has come to that. It has come to a situation where they are now begging, now selfish interest. Atiku said, please, they should allow him. They should give him one more chance. I don't know what he forgot in Asoroko. He has not taken. I don't know if I'm not sure. We will find ourselves in a difficult situation. I'm telling you, it's quite heartbroken. Think it's all by recycling themselves. They are money for power when they have all lost everything. They've lost it. What else? What else? Where are they taking us to? For how long are we going to keep suffering? For how long? It's quite bad, I'm sure. It's bad. Tinubu is begging, Atiku is begging. And for Atiku, likely, PDP will only decide to give him the ticket. But what about him, the Tinubu? I'm telling you, we need to put our hands straight. We need to look forward. I'm telling you, we are not moving forward. There's no food, there's no water, there's no electricity, there's no government. I'm telling you.
Japheth, there is government. There is a government that you voted into power, or many Nigerians voted into power. Let's leave it at that. 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Those are the numbers. Keep them really close. We'll be talking more in a bit. Thank you for leaving your dials locked on your radio experience. You can count on Eagles 102.3. It's about 7:21 this morning, and we're looking at the big stories within the dailies and getting to talk about them. Feel free to join us this morning and your thoughts if any headline jumps at you. All right, we are looking at this day newspaper now, and from this day newspaper, big headline here. In a letter to Bagudu, Buhari directs return to status quo ante in APC. And that story I was reading to you earlier, just at the top of the front page of this day newspaper. Power outage, fuel scarcity, President apologizes to Nigerians. And the story reads, President Muhammadu Buhari yesterday apologized to Nigerians over the prolonged fuel scarcity and frequent power outages being experienced across the country. Buhari said shortage of petroleum products was something his government had successfully avoided in its 7 years in office. Minister of Power Abubakar Aliyu also yesterday linked the worsening power situation across the country to a war situation. But Aliyu assured that the federal government was doing everything possible to resolve the situation. At this point, everyone is affected. It doesn't matter how rich or poor you are. It doesn't matter if you live in an estate where, there's constant electricity from, generators that supply you energy or power. If diesel eventually runs out, you will feel the hit as well. If you live in government, in the government houses across the country, somehow you would feel the hit as well, because I'm sure many people would be calling you and bringing up your phone. So it doesn't insulate anybody. Everybody's affected. It's just a sign that individual wealth or private wealth does not really protect you from bad infrastructure. If Nigerians are suffering from fuel scarcity, just because you have fuel does not mean that, the difficulties will not affect you. I saw a tweet from the governor from the son of a governor a few days ago, and he said that the heat was burning, or the sun was scorching, and it didn't make any sense to him to keep running generators for 24 hours. That just tells you that nobody is protected from these collective infrastructure deficits that we're suffering. So just because you have the money to afford fuel, or you're in government house, or you're in Aso Rock or whatever, somehow it touches you. But if everything was good for everybody, it would have just been better for everybody. I don't know if that makes sense, but if the infrastructure was good everywhere, it really would be good for you too. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Prince Yanacho. My name is Yudi. My brother, Yanacho. I just want to react on the apologizing the president is giving us. I just want to let him know that he's a good man. He belongs to nobody, and he's for nobody. I want to tell him to try and do all what he needs to do best and bring out himself, because I see some people are trying to run out because of they do wrong to Nigeria. I'm not happy, but we will revisit and we revoke any case. Let them do the right thing for Nigerians. I'm not happy. Let them, they know what to do, and they let them do that before we forgive them. Nobody is perfect. Okay. I know that. He's trying his best. He's trying his best, but my brother Sally from Lifetime is saying the enemy we have internal enemy and external. So all of them know themselves, and we are trying to do everything to capture. Even if you run away, we have brothers everywhere of the country. If you run away, our brothers there will throw eggs, rotten eggs to your face. We will not beat you, we will not humiliate you. Let them do the right thing now. They are still time. Nigeria is not the worst country. Nigeria is the best country. We have honey and neck. That is resources and human resources and everything. Let them try and make us proud, please. Okay. We are happy. We don't have any place like Nigeria. So I know they are listening.
Thank you.
Let them do the right thing now, because they still have the time. They still have time. And it's better late than never. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much for calling. All right, keep your calls coming. 09087668888 or 09073530044. Those are the numbers to call. Let's get talking. If any of these headlines tickle you, your interest this morning. Yeah, so there's a lot that we Nigerians are dealing with, but if you feel like you have all the money to protect yourself, somehow it would still come back, because they say what goes around comes around. If everybody around you isn't healthy, you're also sick, one way or the other. If everybody around you is poor, it means that you're poor. If everybody around you doesn't have power and electricity, it means that you too do not have electricity, no matter how much you run on generators and solar. All right, let's bring in next caller. Hello, good morning. Okay. At some point, the entire nation in Nigeria, a nation like Nigeria, has no electricity. That's what it means. Get your calls coming. Well, with some more headlines from the dailies, we're looking at the headlines from this day newspaper. And, well, the president has apologized to Nigerians. The question that the people are asking is apologies enough? Would apologies solve the problem? Would apologies fix this? But it's a good thing, at least, that someone acknowledges that this isn't so good and takes responsibility for it. That's where it starts. And having the president take responsibility and say, I'm sorry, is a great sign. I think it's a good thing, It's a sign that somebody has taken responsibility for the failures in those sectors. What's happening to the phone lines? Don't give up. Keep calling and keep trying to get through. So, still skimming through this day newspaper, we're looking at some of the headlines. We're having a bit of difficulty here getting the headlines out. This one says, in letter to Bagudu, Buhari orders return to status quo ante in APC. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my prince.
Good morning, Suleiman. Yes. Suleiman, that's you?
Yes, sir. Yes, and yours, sir. Morning, sir.
Good morning. I'm glad you're here.
How was the night?
Well, good.
Yes, sir. Yes, let me make my comment briefly as usual. Our president apologized to Nigeria. Yes, it's a good thing. I welcome development. It's not enough, but it will reduce the pain that Nigerians are going through. Just to show you that the president what is going on in the country. We know that our president is trying his best, but please, I believe, should do more especially this life issue and the fuel. We want to see that the queues has either disappeared or reduced. Please, that's what we are concerned about, more especially life and fuel issue. So you see, this is that even he's not in the country, he knows all that what is going in the country. And he's listening to the masses, whatever he is. He has listening to our cry. That's why he came out to apologize. So even this apology is not enough. For me, after I'm concerned, I think it's enough. What remains now to do something to reduce it. But many people the pain that they are going through. This will reduce the pain that people are going through. So always we are still praying for him. May Almighty Allah continue to give him the wisdom and power to deliver all the promises that he promised Nigeria before he leaves his office. And we have full confidence that inshallah he's going to deliver. May Almighty Allah continue to guide and protect it for us. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, like the belief, let's keep the hope alive, right? Thank you so much for calling, Suleiman. A PDP NEC sets up 37-man committee over presidential ticket. PDP NEC sets up 37-man committee over presidential ticket that you can find in this day newspaper this morning. Including litigation, federal government considers 3 options to address Electoral Act impasse. Still there. Deep Blue projects, House queries the massa over arms procurement. Reps grill NERC over non-remittance of operating surplus to rural electrification program. What's this? What's happening? To Rural Electrification Agency. I take that again. Reps grill NERC over non-remittance of operating surplus to Rural Electrification Agency. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Prince.
Good morning. I'm glad you're here.
David is calling from my channel.
David.
Yeah, David.
David, is it your first time calling?
Hello?
Is it your first time calling? Are you a first time caller?
No.
Okay.
For a while now, I think I only decided to be paging you on your WhatsApp page.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great. Go ahead. Let's hear you, please.
Apologies to Nigeria. That's fine. But for over 7 years now, we've been receiving apologies. And after the apologies, nothing happens. Where do we go from here? Prince, go to the health sector, go to the hospital. You see it yourself. Okay, no light. Okay, now there's what is it called? They might have gen. Okay, fine. How do you go to get diesel when diesel is over 700 naira per liter? And we keep receiving apology, keep accepting apology. Nigerians have been patient enough. Please, let them do the needful. People are dying. Where are those promises? Go to industrial areas, you won't see light. These guys are just sitting idle by, doing nothing. When you bring your job will not be done. When they charge you even double, you can't even get the job done on time. Where do we go from here? Look at the contract awarded from Suba here to Kano. I'm not seeing any contractor. I was in Kano at last week, from Abuja here to Kano. I didn't see any contractor on the road, working on the road. Does it mean the project has been abandoned? For over 7 years now, we've been patient. Look at in FCT. Is there any development in FCT for over 7 years? And we are still here accepting apologies. Prince, let the leader do the needful. Only one man is what we are crying out for, which is the president of Nigeria. Please, should do the needful. Thank you. That is all this morning.
Thank you very much for calling, David. We appreciate your thoughts. And we're looking at more stories now from this day newspapers. Senate passes bill to amend Money Laundering Act. Senate passes bill to amend Money Laundering Act. Reps CBN Trade Ministry orders investigates challenges confronting industrial centers. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Clement.
Thank you, Clement from Maraba.
Glad you're here.
I greet my wonderful brother, Samuel from Alright Camp. I always honor his wonderful contribution and the optimistic on Nigeria. And I greet all the listeners and the callers. Nacho, you know one problem I have in this country? Yes, our president apologizing to us, accepted. This is a man that is loved by all, but it's unfortunately we just have to wear him this kind of clothes that he's sitting on the garment that is not even, I don't even know whether it is suitable or unsuitable now. See, my concern is just one thing. This problem, until we are able to tackle it, I'm telling you, we may be pleading from now till the kingdom comes. I will not even see any positive of this thing. I'm happy when we are addressing the infrastructural deficit in this country today that we are all enjoying. Then, if I may ask, what is the main cause of the infrastructural deficit that we are talking about? Until Nigerians wake up to demand for accountability, until Nigerians shun criticism, until we shun sentiment, until we allow people that perpetrate evil to pay for their crimes. You get my point? It is then. See, other countries have passed through the same thing we are passing through today. But my worry is this. The way we are handling our own case, is it the same way they handle their own case? I used to say one thing. I said America is not in any way better or different from Nigeria. The only way they are better than Nigeria is the way they handle their problem, the way they attend to their problem. They don't make noise when we make noise. They do the needful. The needful that we are talking about is here. See, I watched 2019. I watched a presidential candidate come on channel TV. How he was the chairman of privatization. How they spend money, 16 billion naira on electricity, and all the contractors involved were paid 100%. And the lady asked him, when they abandoned this project, and nobody was held responsible. He said, unfortunately, nobody was held responsible. And today now, the same person is pleading his party to give him one more chance to contest again. I will continue to ask, where is the face of Nigeria is this? Are we really serious at all? If Nigeria is, if we are really serious, I think we know exactly what to do. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you for calling. Let's move on to more from this day newspaper. Convention. Yari undermines APC zoning, obtains chairmanship form. Right, I like. Headline interesting. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Yeah, John.
Good morning.
My name is Innocent.
Innocent, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you very much. I want us to let our president know that people don't survive by apologies. I know somebody wrote the apology there, but please, apologies will not give us reduced exchange rate. Apologies will not give us wealth. Apologies will not give us power. And like somebody said, it's been on for 10 years. So we are enduring up to this moment, and we're just making them out. And then actually, you just be a kingmaker. What I know by principle is that kingmakers don't aspire to be king. So it's out of norm for him to be breathing down the political space at his age and health conditions, with a kingmaker struggling to be a king. But it is right anyway, and it's also our right to decide when a kingmaker becomes a king, breaking the norm. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Innocent, for calling. Let's move on. Well, COVID-19. UK removes all travel restrictions. I'm sure we're going to follow suit with that, and the world probably just go back to normal again. COVID-19. UK removes all travel restrictions. INEC plans redistribution of voters to new polling units. Please, if you're interested in that, you follow up on that and ensure that you follow up and find out where your new polling units would be, because a lot of people can get disenfranchised because they don't know where their polling units are. If you're used to going to a polling unit, please, the day or two before the elections, go out and check out that your name is on the register, or where your name appears on the register, so you don't get disenfranchised. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Michael.
Yes, Prince, let me register this. I discovered that whenever you pick the call, you understand, we will not hear your voice clearly. Maybe your engineer will do something.
I mean, we've complained about this for quite a while now, but we hope that it gets fixed.
Yes. Let me start from the apology. I seconded the caller before me. You see, apology cannot give us anything. And in any case, for somebody to even do, I'm not even sure whether it is the Mr. President that even apologized. Maybe somebody apologized on behalf of him, because this is my first time hearing that Mr. President apologizes. I've not had him again do that for a very long time. But first of all, before you apologize for someone, you first of all address that issue that make you to apologize. Now, we are talking about first scarcity. We are talking about the blackout. First thing I think that the Mr. President could have done is that to make sure that the queue in the free station disappears and they restore the fuel back again. So the people will begin to see it. When people begin to see it, then the people will be happy when you are apologizing. Now, in the same way with electricity, we also expected that the electricity begin to work, people will begin to see power within their houses, and then the fuel this thing. Then when you do that, if you're apologizing, the people with all pleasure will accept it. But you are apologizing on something that is not there. It's just like pouring water just on top of the stone. It doesn't make sense. So that apology can be accepted when we begin to see those things that the apologize begin to work. Now, going to the issue of Tinubu, you see, I love Tinubu, but to tell you the truth, I wish that Tinubu could have been a younger person You know, Nigeria we're not going to afford to have a president again. And when we have it, he will spend the half of the 8 years traveling abroad to go for medical checkup. You understand? I think the Tinubu, you should bring nurture the younger ones. Of course, you have nurture the younger ones, support the younger ones because you have been there before. We love you, but yet I think that because of your head, you cannot be able to carry that thing because we cannot afford to have somebody that was spending all the years traveling abroad to medical checkup. We don't want that again. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Michael. All right, okay. I'll bring in another caller and then we move on to another paper. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
My name is Okechukwu.
Okechukwu, I was waiting for your call yesterday. You give me updates. I was waiting for your updates yesterday. I didn't get I didn't get the updates.
Honestly, I just got fuel from NNPC, but it's not easy.
Oh, how long did you spend? How many hours did you spend there?
I slept yesterday. I slept in the NNPC places yesterday night.
You slept there?
Honestly, it's 10 o'clock.
This is serious.
I stayed there till this morning before I get fuel. You understand?
Hi.
But I give glory to God. Hello?
Yes, we're with you.
Yeah, I give glory to God that we will overcome this thing.
This is where we are. This is where we are.
Because that is what I want. I have been praying to God. But see, let me just tell you, when you are apologizing to somebody, let me just join my voice with the last caller. You see, you don't have to provide that thing. Let that thing be stable. Then when you apologize to somebody, that person will accept it with his full mind. But you are apologizing to somebody that he cannot even see what he is angry of. I don't think apology is acceptable, honestly. Honestly, we are fighting a lot in this country. It's not easy. You see, everything is just getting. It's just like Nigeria is a failed state. Because even NEPA, we cannot even proud of NEPA. We cannot even proud of oil that God gave to us. Our passports now, even the jail and SAD are better than us. You see, all these things fall apart. When Sonny Okoto sings "Which Way Nigeria," we thought it was just playing. In 1980 something, but all those things is happening now. Honestly, we need to come together and sit down and discuss. That is what I think. We need to come together. Without that, I don't think there is anything that will be possible. Call everybody together. Let's discuss. What do you want? You understand? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, people sleeping in queues and sleeping in fuel stations. I mean, what if something even happens there? Hello, good morning.
Just a rider. The president is apologizing to the Nigerians for power failure. And NEPA or power holding is ripping Nigerians off with estimated billing. Then the federal government said before, stop the estimated billing that's sweating Nigerians before somebody will now tender apology on his behalf. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I recall the Minister of Power saying that meters are free, the meters are available, and they're free. But people have said that's not the reality. And it's still worrisome that Nigeria at this point is still having to grapple with, paying estimated bills and all that stuff. People sleeping in fuel stations. Just where look at where we are in 2022. Sleeping at a fuel station with all the risks just because, that's your means of livelihood. If you don't get fuel, your family may not eat. You may not be able to put food on the table. You may not be able to pay your bills. And so Nigerians would risk their lives and everything to queue up overnight just to get fuel. Well, we'll be talking more. Stay here. This is your radio experience you can count on.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Golf, football, basketball, lawn tennis, cricket, volleyball, athletics. It's the mother of all sports show.
It's sports on Eagles Wings with Vicky Vic and Nonso. Weekdays from 8 a.m. with the real squad. Sports on Eagles Wings. Sportstainment at its finest.
Eagles Morning Rise. Eagles Morning Rise with
Hannah Prince. 7:50 is the time. This is your radio experience. You can count on Eagles 102.3. And we are running through the pages, checking out the big stories within the dailies and getting to talk about them. We've seen headlines from Leadership newspaper this day. And now let's go to the Guardian newspaper. From the Guardian, despite backstabbing, God will see me through, says Tinubu. Who do you think he's talking about? Despite backstabbing, God will see me through, says Tinubu. Federal government considers refusal of Buhari's Electoral Act amendment by Senate. Abakari's extradition process on, says Malami. Residents lament restriction at Soludo's inauguration. Residents lament restriction at Soludo's inauguration. Still there, Yoruba Self-Determination Group asks court to stop Ekiti Osun 2023 general elections. Okay, that's 2022, I guess. Yeah, probably an oversight. NJC issues warning to 2 judges and places others on watch list. Let's read this story in a bit. Before then, my caller is here. Hello. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who's joining us?
I got Ever Praise on the line.
Ever Praise. Good to have you. I'm glad you.
About this, I wanted to even ask a question from you. This general complaint and trouble of this our country, this government, are they aware of it?
Say again.
What I'm asking is that this situation that's happening in Nigeria presently now, that people are complaining, with the government, are they aware of it?
Well, I think if they weren't aware, they wouldn't issue an apology. The president has apologized. If they were not aware, they wouldn't have issued an apology, don't you think?
That means that, okay, what can't we do? Because sometimes I will sit down, I'll be asking myself the same question I'm asking now. Because at least when something is wrong, they will be aware. When something is not okay, they will be aware. But there's no any, what was the meaning of the apologize? They are apologized. And there's not even single changes. Look at it last. I moved down to Abuja in my present place because my family is in Abuja when I was there. Luckily, they are doing the weekend. I see some people, they knock my gate. What is going on? They say they want to do some registration on what? Online. For what? The guy have to open up from them for 23 election. For what? That means they want to share this thing, they want to share that, they want to share that. That means that this thing we have it intact. Where are those people that just decide to be suffering us for God's sake? Why? Why all those things are doing this for God's sake? I know one day God will surely deliver us from all this situation. I know. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ever Praise. All right, despite backstabbing, God will see me through. Let's read that. The meeting was emotionally charged yesterday. There was a rapt attention as over 70 members of the All Progressives Congress APC caucus and the Senate gathered to hear the former Lagos State Governor and national leader of the party, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, appeal to them to give him their support. And the scheduling of the meeting couldn't. It says the scheduling of the meeting couldn't have been better. Tinubu, at the time, his house is in commotion. He was effusive in his decision with the senators. He revealed that despite cases of backstabbing, his belief in God would see him through in his presidential ambition. I just feel kind of sorry. Hello, good morning.
Hello, sir. Clement. Concerning Tinubu's ambition, I don't think I have anything against this man. Neither am I his fan. But we should understand something. We saw how Tinubu ruled Lagos State 8% Obasanjo. Despite the rift between him and Obasanjo, despite Obasanjo denying them allocation of so many years. You get my point? So if Tinubu could sustain 8 years without any problem in Lagos State, I believe he can rule Nigeria. But those people who are saying that we need younger age or whatever, let me ask, is it about age? How old is Yaya Bello of Kogi State, who happened to be my governor? You get my point? See, as far as I'm concerned, what we need is capacity to rule. You get my point? Whether old or young. That is just my, because we have Nigeria have produced one bright leader in this country that have not made a change. If I want to name them now, I will name them. You get my point? So it is not about age. As far as I'm concerned, it's capacity to lead our country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's read messages and close the conversation. Now, Suleiman from the National Assembly quarters, yes, says, Mr. Prince, good morning. How was the night? It was good. And also my prayers to our hero, aka Jogaban Ahmed Ashwaju Bola Tinubu. Okay. Is that may Almighty Allah make it easier and possible for him, and by God's grace, if Almighty Allah spare our lives, nothing will stop him from being the next president of Nigeria, except Almighty Allah, because 80%, 90% of Nigerians are going to vote for him. Well, thank you very much. Moving on. So the Attorney General now knows that the judiciary is worth respecting and seeking redress. How many times has the same judiciary made orders that they refused to oblige? So it's now that a section of the act compelling him to resign 30 days before convention that he remembers there's a judiciary functional in Nigeria. Let the judiciary do their work justly and not because it's coming from the Attorney General. These people shall. Tinubu begging APC lawmakers to help actualize his lifetime aspiration. It would have made much sense if he said, help me rescue Nigeria or make Nigeria better, rather than making it a fulfillment of a life dream and not service to humanity. What does his life aspiration matter to us? Yesterday, I saw a picture of Mr. President May Malabuni and Minister Adamu posing after most likely a 2023 targeting meeting. I tagged them the big boys. The educational minister worked out on the highest leadership of the students' union when asked to strike is trending. Nothing was said by the president, and here they are enjoying themselves abroad. These people, Sha. This message should be tagged, these people, Sha. Since the president has apologized this time around for the first time, is it in London that he'll solve these issues or come back and face the issues up front to bring a lasting solution? If he had formally written to the National Assembly to make Oshibajo the acting president, not by verbal talks that he will be in charge while he's away, there is a difference between being an acting president and being in charge. There should be a fear of God in the country. God bless Nigeria. Aldufa D. Williams. Thank you so much to our callers. McAnthony, Jabril, UD, Zion, Prince Saminu, Japheth, Suleiman, David, Clement, Innocent, Michael, Okechukwu, and Ever Praise. Thank you so much for being there. Also, Aldufa D. Williams, thank you for your contribution. To those of you who just sat back to listen, you are our MVPs, and we always value your thoughts and even, your silence. Vicky Vic is in the studio. Good morning, Vicky Vic.
This country, sha.
This country, sha. These people, sha. Good morning, Vicky Vic.
Good morning to you.
How's it going?
Friends. It's okay. A new day, brand new day.
Absolutely.
Yes. On the show today, it's all about the Champions League. Chelsea, despite the razzmatazz happening.
No, just say it with your full chest. Say it with your full chest. Don't. No.
Your chest up.
When Chelsea does the unimaginable,
yes,
the great things that we do. Why am I speaking for myself? I'll allow you help us blow the trumpet.
I'm not surprised.
In difficult
Chelsea.
times,
the one that actually really tripped me was the game between Villarreal and Juventus at their own backyard, beaten 3-0 by Villarreal. So that was one that really shocked me. For Chelsea, I knew Chelsea they're going to move to the next round. That one is for sure.
No, say add it even in difficult situations.
Really pay their salary.
Stay with us on your radio experience. You can count on. My name is Ihiana Chopra. Prince. Sports on Eagles Wings is up next.
Eagles 102.3.